What it do, what it do. Another great Monday night, man, with them Royalty Boys, the Aspiring Artist Showcase. Got another awesome guest that goes by the name of Tony Norville. We're going to have an awesome interview, man, and we just like to thank the Lord for another opportunity, another day, man. But with no further ado, this your boy Mark 11.
Hey, and this your boy Stony Hill. I'm feeling great today, by the way.
Hey, you got your boy Cat 9 in the building, man. Feeling awesome also. What's going on, good people?
What's happening with it?
Everybody doing all right?
Wonderful.
Yes, sir. You doing good?
I'm doing
You
fabulous.
doing good? Okay.
Super chilling. It's going to be a good day today.
It is already been a good day.
Glad to have you with us today.
Absolutely. But we're going to get straight into the interview, man. Miss Tony Norville.
Okay.
Miss Tony Norville.
Hi.
Let the people know about yourself.
Okay. Well, okay. My name is Tony Norville. I am a musician. I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm from the island of beautiful Barbados. And singing is what I be. Singing is who I am.
Amen.
Giving God praise is what I do. And I enjoy
Amen.
every day of it.
Amen. Absolutely.
Amen.
All right, so, I'm going to get straight into it. Looking at your bio, it says that you started out at the age of 5. That's very young.
No, it's the truth. My father, he's a keyboard player, very good musician, and I grew up singing. He had he worked within the secular world, so whenever he had songs, he needed to learn like Black Butterfly.
Okay, all right.
Fly across the window.
Let's get it.
Tell your sons and your daughters. That's one of my favorite jams.
Okay.
I learned that song. All those songs, I grew up singing them. He learned them. I sang them. And whenever I went to school and I needed to get out of trouble, I sang for the teachers.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll have to give you a 5 on that one.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, wrote a song about it. Like to hear, here it go.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I did.
Using
and it
your
worked.
gifts early.
It worked.
Wow.
Using your gifts early.
Yep.
All right, so we see that you popping, or, when you did start off, you had this great following, and you got more of a Caribbean type style, correct?
Yes, please.
So when you embraced, I guess, America, how did that come about?
It's just something that came. It's just something that came naturally. You sing, you love to sing, you choose the songs you want to sing, and coming from the islands and embracing R&B, hip hop, it was not that difficult. We sing soca music, reggae, and for me, that was too easy. I wanted a challenge, and I enjoyed listening to Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder, and going home and learning every riff line for line, word for word, strumming my pain with his fingers, and just getting into music and really understanding what the artist was singing and writing about, because for me, I love writing. Songwriter, so I want to know what the mood, how the mood, why the song, and really sink myself into the song. And it came naturally. Okay,
all right. Amen.
Putting yourself in that space.
I'm just happy to have Miss Tony Norville here with us today. Talking about as soon as she walked in the building today, I just got overcome with a lot more joy than I already had.
Really? No.
you just got that joyful spirit about you, and I'm glad you brought her in with you today.
Thank you.
But like I said, happy to have you here. At the age of 5, Mark touched on it, but I'm just baffled. At the age of 5, you are already studying. Most kids playing with dolls and stuff at that age.
Listen.
But you studying the likes of Michael Jackson and Anita Baker.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I have an older brother. He was like 2 years older than I am, and I was really a loner. So I could tell you, like the age of 7, I just said, Lord, it's just me, you, and this voice you gave me, so you got to do this, because I have no idea. And let me tell you, I used to be outside in the yard, singing to the clothespins and the trees, having an audience and having my own little concerts in the yard, singing to the clothes and the clotheslines.
Okay. So
yes.
that being said, that being said, you singing to the clothespins out there. At the age of 15, I seen like you on stage, rocking stages.
Correct.
So was there any fear getting on stage?
Very little to none. Because I always knew singing. There was a part of me, I wanted to be a psychologist.
Oh, okay.
So when I was in high school, in secondary school, that's what we call it in Barbados, I was doing a work study program, and I was working closely with this psychologist. And one day I'm in his office, and he looked at me. He said, "You could sing, right?" Because I'm in his office and I'm singing something every day. He's like, "You have a really good voice. I really think you should forget about becoming a psychologist and stick to singing because you'll be broke, miserable, and unhappy. Stick to the gift that God gave you." And you didn't have to tell me that twice.
That's true.
Right.
You did not have to tell me that twice. I was like, all right, cool. I guess singing is what it's going to be.
Amen.
That's what's up.
Thank the Lord.
And singing is what it is.
And singing is
Say
what
singing
it is.
to the clothes. On the clothesline. What an audience. Like, what was the feedback from that? Now, let me stop.
My clothes were dried. They were dry.
Right? Say the clothes were dry, right?
They were dry.
Right. That's all right. So, realizing at that age and seeing that, I guess, moving in your age 15, and you're making a name for yourself.
Right.
I see the R&B group that you joined, or local group at that time, the Smooth Boys.
Well,
The Smooth Boys.
How did you run into those guys?
funny enough, the manager of that group at the time, Philip, he was looking for a singer, and I happened to audition with a group of girls, and I got hired, not the rest of the girls that went. And it was horrible. But to make a long story short, he knew my father because they worked together. Okay. So it was kind of an easy situation where I was like, I know you. You work with my father, right? And then when he realized who I was, he was like, all right, cool. But I was guest appearing and opening act for those for those guys. And I remember, I never forget, one of the first songs that I sang on stage with them was "This house is our house, let's give back to the people, 'cause it's all in the hands of love."
Oh, okay.
You know? And yeah.
I remember that one.
There you go. So that's how long ago it was. And it just went on and it went on, and I enjoyed it. It was easy. Everything for me, music is
flowed.
easy. Yeah. Writing is easy.
Yeah.
Everything else is hard.
Hey. So with you saying that, it makes me think about when you spoke earlier about how you enter into the space of the writer, and to try and feel where they were when they were writing the song, and even when they were singing the song. Mm-hmm. So as you say that, like I'm automatically hearing just the passion that you have to really make sure that you're in sync. Yeah. And it's not just my gift, but it's also too me putting forth the other efforts and the other works that it would take to sharpen my gift.
Correct.
And I think a lot of people overlook that. So now tell me this. Sure. What was the hardest thing for you as far as being a child, realizing that you have this gift, and you having different people pulling, wanting to get a part, or should I say be a part of what it is that you like? What? Well, let me not say what was the hardest, but was it a hard decision for you to want to let go of some of those things as a child? Because some children just want to live out, their childhood.
For me, I don't think it was hard because I would go to school and I'm singing. Even in high school, we call it secondary school in Barbados, I would be singing every day and everywhere. And people would come up to me. It's like, man, Tony, man, you keep it too much noise. Stop singing. And I'd be like, listen, y'all prefer to hear me now because one of these days y'all going to have to pay to hear me sing. So enjoy this while you can. You know?
Right. Free of charge.
Enjoy this free.
I know where I'm headed.
You know, so I mean, and people just understood. All right, Tony, she leave her. She's going in the corner. She's gonna be humming all day. Leave her alone. She figure out, you know. So it was fun. It was easy. It was fun. Having a father who's a musician. That's how we bonded. That's how we hung out. You know, listening to music, learning songs, and growing up in the Caribbean, that's one of the joys of being a child. You know, you would hear the songs on the radio and you get your book and you write the lyrics out. And then when it comes on the radio, you're singing along with it. So it was a natural progression of life.
Mm-hmm.
And you just flow right with it.
Thank you.
I'm waiting to hear a song. Like, what song do we have for that one? Because it seemed like
When I was
we're gonna make
18,
a soundtrack in here.
When
today.
I was 18, was I 17 or 18? One of the two of those ages, I can't remember. I entered a competition. Now, I hate competitions. I hate to compete.
Yeah.
I just don't like them. I don't like the idea of them to win something or the pressures of having to compete with somebody else. It just didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
But my friends at the time, they were all encouraging me to enter this show called the Richard Stout Teen Talent Contest. And I didn't want to go into it because my father was the musician for a few years. So I'm like, you know what? If I enter this and I win, people can say it's favoritism. But that year, my father decided to go abroad to go on a ship.
Okay, look at the Lord.
So that was, you know, okay for me to go in the show. So I entered the show. And one of the criterias, you had to present a Caribbean song, and then you had to present like a top 40 song. And for me, I started writing songs from the age of 15. Mm-hmm. So I entered with one of my original songs called Go On Home. And I sang one of my favorite songs, like a bridge over troubled waters, I would lay me down, 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 down. You know, when we go down.
Wait a minute now.
That was easy for me to do. That was so easy. I didn't win. The guy who won beat me by 2 points because I did a whole production. For me, when I'm doing something, I think of A to Z, and I went over my time with my production. Okay. If I had 15 minutes, Tony went to 18 minutes. So I lost 2 points because, and listen, let me tell you, people on the street after that were after me for like, yo, I bet my money on you, and you come and let that boy beat you. He didn't song as good as you, but you fell down with your production, and and you were winning a car.
Wow.
I gave up a whole car.
Wow.
Because I had a point to prove.
Right,
and
that
I
little
had something
discipline.
to say.
2 minutes. Discipline. I want to be disciplined.
Let that be a lesson for some of y'all.
Yep.
Because some people don't understand.
Just don't understand.
Within that time.
Get off the stage.
But that's why I say I don't like competition. You would never catch me. A lot of people would come up to me and say, "Oh, Tony, go and enter The Voice. Go and enter this. Go and enter that." Who, me? Not. I don't like them. I don't like the idea of having to put myself through that competitive mode of if I get knocked off, and even
stress.
It's too much.
You
All I
want
want
to
to do
free.
is sing. All I want to do is sing. I want to bless. I want to encourage. I want to minister. I want to do what I'm here to do, and not to have to worry about the points or the time.
Right.
Or if, no. No. If you want me to win, in, come and bring the trophy, put it right there, so that's yours. I say thank you and go home. But
Don't judge. No points, no time.
no, because somewhere along the line I'm gonna get carried away and it's all gonna go south. So please, don't ask me to enter nothing, or if it's entering my name because of
Even if a car on the line. Nah.
Actually, I won a car. A few years ago, I won a car.
So you got your car back home?
I got a car back. Yes, look how God. You see?
Right.
It came back around.
Yeah. But still get off the stage at your time.
We having too much fun.
Hey, man, that's how it is. Hey, you know, I want to touch on the fact that, you know, we met you a while ago, and Shimlin, she tried to brush up on our memory a little bit. It don't seem like it was a year ago.
Yes, it was. No, it was in November.
Yeah.
It was like more like a few months because it is a new
she
year.
throwed the whole year.
I knew it wasn't a year.
Yeah, I was saying it couldn't have been a whole year ago.
But she had to round it up. She had to round it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was around November.
Super round. So we met you at Feed Me Tuesdays, right?
Correct.
Event that Shimlin put on annually. And as the people can see, you got a very electrifying personality.
Oh, thank you.
You know, very fireballish like
Really?
personality.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
So, you know, we got the chance to see you. You know, of course, you know, we being who we are. You were just observing.
Correct.
And we watching. And you wowed the whole crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay.
You know, you come in very humble, laid back, like you ain't gonna do nothing. You know, you just doing your little thing. And then you just let them have it. I actually remember you might have kept going. You did take a little long time in there.
Get off the stage.
Hey DJ, I got time for one more DJ. I got time for one more.
I think DJ Matt, we were the DJ that day. Right? He listening. Hey DJ, if you were, he said it right. He said it right.
Now, y'all know today I am not your friend. Today. Consider divorce papers in the mail today.
Oh man. Yeah, you rocked the crowd, man. You had a great, great little set, man. You know, you did real good, and
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You was up there like you were competing, and you did very good, But looking at that resume, you've been around like a lot of well-known artists.
Mm-hmm. Some of them artists, some of my favorite.
I'm talking about well-known, like some of the ones you would want to be on your resume.
Mm-hmm.
Just being in the midst, sharing the stage with them. How was it experience for you?
Always humbling.
Okay.
Always humbling. Always humbling to do what I love and to appreciate being around people who do the same thing and share the same passion. I do enjoy. I enjoyed the stage. I love the stage, but for me, there was always a battle going on because I did so well in the secular, but then when I had to make a choice whether you're going to stay in secular, or whether you're going to do what that you were supposed to do from day zero.
Amen.
We doing our thing, and we kind of go our own way. Yeah. But I always felt there was a higher understanding and a higher calling, because for me, if you ever check my repertoire and the songs that I've written, they've always been of a conscious initiative. It's always been of a God consciousness about me that I always had, because I said I trusted God with my voice from the time I was a little girl. Okay. So sharing the stage with Kirk Franklin and BB and CC Winans when I opened for them in Las Vegas, and having to meet Fantasia when she came to the island and did her show.
Great artist.
It was, I tell ya, it was just fabulous, and I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to those days returning pretty soon, where I share my gifts, I share my talents, I share who I am with the world, because I think that that's what we were created to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. But you know what? Right now,
What?
you've been singing all this time we've been here. And I think it's time we hear a little bit of this music, too.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, from what my understanding, I believe we got Whatever, Need a Friend, and I Know Who I Am. If you had to choose any one of those that you want the people to see or hear right now, which one would you choose?
Whatever.
Whatever?
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
I'm just joking. But you are tuned in to the Aspiring Artist Showcase with the wonderful Miss Toni Norville. We're about to get into her music real quick. The song is called Whatever. I'm going to let her introduce it. But make sure, if you want to talk to Miss Toni Norville or chop it up with them royalty boys, you call in. That number is 770-988-6461. Toni, I'm going to put it in your hands. Introduce the song.
Sure. One of my favorite music videos and one of my favorite songs that I wrote. It's called Whatever. I hope it blesses your heart. Peace. Let's go.
Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
Will bring
started singing. I tell you one thing.
She don't stop.
I tell you what, you better.
Just a big music note over there.
No, my daughter would tell you like if someone comes over to the house and they're singing, or I'm watching a music video and I start singing, my daughter would go like, "Why are y'all gassing her out? Y'all know she can't stop when she gets gas up."
Nah, man.
I love it though. Hey, part of me believe that's why it's what you were called to do.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Sing. So before we get back into this interview, as I always, I got to give the little shout outs. Hey, everybody tuning in, because we super duper appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Christine Hines Davis.
Hey, Chris.
Old DJ Mac.
Yeah.
Lester Hillman. That's old Chosen. Michelle Lee.
Hey.
Christina Kemp. I love you, sweetheart. Jackie G-Ma Brown of Life. Truth, Love, Life, Light. These are the things that represent Christ. Racine Hillman, always support. We super appreciate that. Laura Bucci. Laura Bucci, we got to get you in the studio soon. Yeah, I said it. Laura Bucci. Shimlin, Miss Hugh Harmon, Bettina Hillman. Yeah. Man, we super appreciate y'all tuning in.
Thank you all for spending some time with me today. Yeah. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate that. I was humbled when I got the text. It's like, are you ready to be on our interview?
Yeah,
like,
you ready? Come on. Yeah. Come on, hang out with them royalty boys.
I really appreciate being sitting in this chair right now.
All right, man. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the love.
Real
appreciate the love.
Real talk. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Eda just came in and said hello.
I'm sorry for the late notice, but she knows I'm terrible with social media. I am like the worst.
Hey, because you're focusing so much on the singing.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of things happen to slip.
Okay. All right.
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah. It's why they say you need a team.
That's it. Yeah. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a team to raise me straight.
Okay.
Straight.
She being honest.
I know that right.
I'm being very honest.
Man.
Yep.
That's what it is.
So the people want to know, someone asked, where can they get your music from? Where can they find your music?
Okay. Spotify, YouTube, iTunes. Yes.
All digital.
Yes.
All
Yes.
digital.
Digital outlets.
Yes.
All
they're
digital. They got to look for Tony Norville, right?
Yes, please.
Just look for Tony Norville.
look for Tony.
That's with an I, not a Y.
Yes, please. I should hope by now, it's with an I.
Yeah.
Right.
So digging in a little deeper, I want to ask this question. Let's do a different little question for me. I don't ask this very much, but I want to ask you. And I don't know why I want to ask you, but today I want to ask you. Can you go back to, and maybe you can't remember, can you remember the day when you were first saved? What that experience was like?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. Okay, I was hanging out with a girlfriend of mine, Chevelle Franklin. She's a gospel artist from out of Jamaica.
Okay.
She's like my daughter's godmother. Chevelle and we met in the secular world when she had a song. She's a dancehall queen for life. Gotta explode like dynamite. That's Chevelle.
Okay. All right. That's Chevelle.
Right now.
I was working on Caribbean Soul, and I had invited Chevelle to come to Barbados and stay with me so we can write songs for my debut album. And she had given her life to Christ, and when it came to seeking Christ and understanding where he wanted me to be, where he wanted my life to go, I always called on Chevelle. She was like not just my big sister, she was my mentorship in Christ.
Okay.
So she spent a few weeks with me, and she was looking back at an interview I had done a few days earlier, and one of the questions were, what are my biggest goals in life? And I answered, to seek Christ more. So she kind of like, yeah, Tony, something is tagging at your your strings right now. Do you really want to do this secular album? Because I am not feeling that this is where you should be. But we did it. It was something that I had to do.
Okay.
So she and I are talking. We're sitting in the living room at my house, and then a few days later, she was invited to a church to minister, and the pastor at that church, I'll never forget. It's a Church of God. It's in River Road, and everybody from Barbados knows that Church of God in River Road. Hey, Hugh Harmon, you remember that church?
Yeah.
And I went in there. I went to support Chev, and the pastor did an altar call, and trust me, I was the first one up there.
Okay. Okay.
I was the first one up there, so that I will never forget it. Never. This is one of the easiest questions you could ask. Dig deeper. Ask something else.
I'm sorry. I wanted to. Okay. All right. She want me to get difficult up in here. Before I get difficult, sorry, Kai, I'm taking my pass on this one. Before I get difficult in here, all right. I just want to say, make sure you tune in, call in 770-988-6461 if you want to talk to Tony Norville. And if you're not saved and you're listening, get saved, people. Get Jesus in your life.
Absolutely.
All right, you got to have Jesus in your life. Now, we got to get difficult here. So let's see here. Let's go. My question wasn't good enough.
Let's go.
With a lot of problems going on in the world today, we could just see that. It's just plain and simple. A lot of problems going on in the world today.
Yeah.
You could tackle so many things.
Of course.
You could talk about so many different topics.
So many.
If you could choose one topic to focus on, to tell the people, that was your topic, to tell the people about this one topic, what would that topic be?
To thine own self be true.
Okay, elaborate on that.
Okay, with everything going on so crazy in the world, do you know who you are as a person? Do you understand what you're calling, what your gift, where in this whole wild scheme of things? Yes, there's everything going on, but who are you to you? Forget about what people may think you are, but who are you? How do you feel comfortable when you get up in the morning? Do you just want to be a part of it, or you just want to help make it better? Which side are you going to choose? The part where it's going to be a positive day, or are you going to add to the part where it's going to be a negative day?
Come on.
With everything going on, how are you going to react to everything? Are you just going to lay back and let everything just happen, or are you going to be a part of the change for the better?
Speak on it.
Yeah.
A little Monday motivation right there.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
you've got to. Because you've got to. The world will keep spinning. Things will keep happening.
Absolutely.
We all understand where we are in the scheme of things. This is the last days. Or people were saying that these were the last days 20 years ago, and we're still here.
That's
so
right.
my thing is, where are you in the wild scheme of things in 2018? Where do you plan to go? How do you plan to live?
Challenge.
When you get up in the morning, how do you feel about yourself? To thine own self be true.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Do I make sense?
You make sense.
Yeah, you make a whole lot of
That's
sense.
a
man.
mouthful.
Yeah. Send that
That's
conviction
a
out.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, because I
Send it
know
out.
there's a lot more that you can say off of that subject, but within the time that we have, and we know about time, so we stop. But no, being serious and to thine own self being true, I mean, like I say, it's a mouthful that you can really stem from and really pull from just that subject alone.
Yeah. Are you just going to listen to everything people say and just allow people to make decisions and dictate the world for you?
Right.
How do you see the world? Where in the world do you find yourself fitting in? Are you going to be a positive part of the effect to make it better? Or are you just going to be a part where everything is just falling apart and spiraling down a negative progression?
Oh, that's right. You ain't just a single now. You ain't just a single. All right.
We're going to give you the title of Minister of Music. Minister of Music.
That's
Sister
what they say.
Tony Norville.
That little church on River Road.
So, here we are. Moving right along, Ms. Norville. Let me just ask you, being from Barbados and being from the Caribbeans, and I know, that there are just a lot of stereotypes about people from the Caribbeans. And with you moving to Atlanta or moving to the United States, what were probably some of those stereotypes that you found yourself having to, check and correct about?
Okay,
being
first
from
of
Barbados
all, Barbados is not in Jamaica. Can I say that? Barbados is not in Jamaica. Barbados is an island by itself. It's 166 square miles. It's to the east, I think, of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a small island and it's beautiful. You know what? Rihanna came from Barbados. Can I just say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
She's a Bajan girl.
Yeah, you can
say that.
So
yeah, we're not a part of Jamaica.
Okay.
So it's safe to say you're not Jamaican.
I am not Jamaican.
Because I know that accent, that question get asked to you a lot.
A lot, yes. Pardon? Okay, you're from Barbados too? You're Jamaican? Come on! But no, another stereotype is that someone asked one time if we do witchcraft and voodoo.
Oh Lord, Jesus!
No. We are a God-serving and a Christian society. Yes, we are. We don't levitate. We don't go deep. No. We subscribe and ascribe to the Holy Bible. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Holy Spirit.
Putting that devil on y'all,
huh? No demonic activity in Barbados. So it's safe to say she's not Haitian either.
No.
She's not Jamaican. She's not Haitian.
Friends, hey Haitian people, I love you still, but
Yes, we do love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Once again, it's the stereotype.
Yes, it's the stereotype.
We project,
you know what?
And it's because of our ignorance, lack of understanding.
I've traveled extensively with my career throughout the years, and one question that I can never forget someone asking me, do y'all have cars? Yes, we do have cars.
That was an adult or a kid?
A grown adult.
Oh, Lord.
No, seriously.
Wow.
Do you have roads and cars? Oh, yes, we do. We've got Mercedes-Benz on the road. We've got BMWs on the road.
Yeah.
And we've got some really big houses. It's a beautiful island. Google it. People love Google these days. Yeah. Google Barbados, yes. And you see a lot going on down there. Yeah. Yes.
I'm about to get to Barbados.
You should?
That's one of the islands that I haven't touched yet.
Okay.
Actually, I have a cousin that's married to a guy from Barbados.
Okay.
Yeah, so my mom, my aunt, and they all got a chance to go and visit. And,
it's beautiful.
I missed out on that one. But
well, you should.
Yeah, it'll come back around. So definitely I will. My last question for now until we're going to move it on to Mark.
Sure.
So understanding with your resume, because it just seems like you're doing your thing. You're traveling. You're meeting a whole host of people that, a lot of people would want to have on their resume.
Right.
Now, we see that you were rated or listed as one of the top bestsellers, or should I say the bestseller artists in Barbados.
Yeah.
But of all times.
Really? That's not true. Is that true? Okay.
That's what we're hearing. I mean,
if that's true, hey.
That's what it's
no,
telling
for
us.
me, and you know what? I did have to pause for cause because I have a daughter who's disabled, special needs. She has cerebral palsy, so I really had to take a left. I had to choose, and you know who won.
You already know.
You know,
Family
and that's
first.
one of the reasons why I had to leave Barbados because, yeah.
Your love, your heart.
Yes.
Totally understood.
Yeah, I had to do it. I had to I had to be a parent first.
Absolutely.
And just trust God that He will make a way wherever I go. Straight.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I didn't choose Atlanta. Atlanta chose me. So y'all gotta deal with me. Sorry, y'all gotta deal with me.
We glad to have you. I don't know about everybody else.
I know that right. know that right. You ain't bringing all them old Ritz Crab spirits with you. So we glad about that.
Mark, you're terrible. You're terrible.
Hey, let's get to this social media though. Let's get to this social media now.
Sure.
Now, you might reach out to her and contact her, and she might not know how to reach back out to you. But let's get that social media, Miss Tony Norville. How can they reach you?
Okay, I'm on Facebook, Tony Norville. Facebook / Tony Norville. I don't even know how to do it.
Right.
I'm on
all good.
Right.
All good.
And I'm on Instagram.
Tony Norville.
Yes. And
YouTube. Yeah.
Tony Norville. It's easy. There's no dots, no hyphens. Just Tony Norville. You look for it, you find it.
Straight up and down.
Yes, please.
No, that's right. So let's move on to your interactivities, with doing your music and going out and ministering and preaching and doing the many things that you do.
Preaching? Where you get that from?
Come on now, you get it in before your song.
You ain't fooling nobody.
If you ain't got a pulpit, you do it before your song. You do it before your song. You know how people get that in.
Over your 2 minutes.
They get it in before they little song. They go on a whole little skit right quick. But yeah, what we got upcoming?
Well, nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
If I have something coming up, I'll let you guys be the first to know.
We appreciate it. You just got people that might look in and say, hey, we want to check out Miss Toni Norville and where she going and what she doing. Just to be able to network with people and keep up with what people doing.
I think for me, it's now about, because I've dealt with getting my daughter sorted out, so now it's time for me to figure out, because I don't know no producers, no musicians here in Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm now about to have to trust God that He will bring the right people. So because I've been writing, so it's just a matter of time.
That's it.
Just a matter of time.
That's my word right there.
Once they hear that gift,
just a matter of time.
it's gonna catch like wildfire once they hear that gift. You know what I mean?
Amen. I receive
Cause you
that.
sing at will. Some people they'll be like, man, okay, well, you claiming like you're a singer. Well, let me hear something. They get shy.
Oh, now
that ain't you. That ain't you.
People still do that?
Yeah,
Really?
they hold on. I'll get back. Can I see your video?
they stalled out when you on cue.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah, you right on it.
Yeah, you have to. Really, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's a blessing though.
No, I love it. No, seriously. Music, I tell you, everything is hard. It takes a village, but music, I love to sing. It's easy. It's easy.
But them the gifts operating though.
Yeah.
Them the gifts operating.
And I honestly believe that having the gift of singing and allowing God to just move is just one of the best. Is one of the most important gifts that anybody could ever receive from God. It's just how you use it. It's just how you allow Him to use it through you.
Absolutely.
And let Him take you where He wants you to go and not necessarily where you think you should go. And I could tell you I've been to both sides of the coin. Where I think I wanted to be and where I know He wanted to be. And I could tell you, and I know you guys could confirm this, and we could all agree on this, that He always wins. God always wins.
Yeah, He do.
He always wins. So sometimes you just got to humble yourself and just
do it the way the Lord want to do it.
That's right.
So, Miss Toni Norville, I'm not even going to I get the old dear. That's all good. No, you've been all over the world. I'm not even finna sit down and try and name all the places you've been. But out of all those places, what do you feel is like one of your favorite destination spots?
I love Jamaica.
Don't say Barbados.
No, I'm not going to say Barbados now. I love Jamaica, but I really, really enjoy Africa.
Africa. Yeah. These two here keep telling me they want to go to Africa. I'm probably the one holding that up.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know if I want to go over there quite yet. And I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Serious? Let me. Can I just share a little?
No, go ahead.
Okay, my first trip to Nigeria, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I was on tour with Chevelle Franklin, and it was in December, and we were going to Lagos. And we left England, and it was 7 hours from England to Nigeria. So 45 minutes into landing to Lagos, the captain came on and said, well, buckle your seatbelts. We're about to go into some turbulence.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And you know what happens at 4 o'clock in the morning in that part of the world. So the plane went into some turbulence. Okay. It was unbelievable. It was like if I honestly felt I was angry. Nah, I ain't come all this way to die in a plane crash. Impossible.
I know that.
So I went into some prayer. I went into some tongues. It was unbelievable. And funny enough, it wasn't just me. It was everybody on that plane started praying and crying out to God.
Okay.
Everybody everybody in that, look, let me tell you, I ain't lying to you, there was church in that plane.
Okay.
And then when the captain finally said that we are 15 minutes about to land, oh, Jesus, it got worse. Everybody, all the Nigerians, everybody in that plane started clapping and singing and dancing. And people up in the air, I have a father who will never, never fail me. In the plane, having a party on the plane. And all the hostess could not get those people to shut up.
Right.
Because I'm like, why is she telling people? She really, was she here a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Did she really experience what we experienced? Because let me tell you, it wasn't just a little bit of turbulence, you know.
Yeah.
It was really crucial,
yeah.
crazy
Right.
turbulence.
Yeah.
That all I was doing was crying and saying, look, today, say to me and you gonna fight because I ain't come all this way to die in a plane crash. I got my 2 children at home, so I need to get back home.
Exactly.
So you and me, we gonna do this in this plane. And it wasn't just me that felt this way, the entire plane. And when you as a hostess can tell people to sit down.
She ain't feel the spirit with y'all. She ain't feel the spirit. She wants y'all to get off.
I always appreciate.
Don't take all that.
I really always appreciate going to Africa because you get to really understand how people live. You know, I really would love for you guys to go there. Why? Because you will sense a different humility and appreciation for life. Because when those people worship, they just ain't worshiping. They're worshiping to ask God that when they get home that they got electricity. If you want electricity, you just go flick that switch. When they want electricity, they gonna pray for it. Real thing. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Things that we take for granted this side of the world,
Yeah.
to them is luxury. You need to go.
I've
you
heard
need
that
to take a
several
trip.
times.
You gonna be blown and you gonna be blessed all in a day's work, and you ain't gonna understand how.
I've heard that several times. I'm open. But we got to be on one accord, so we. Hey.
I mean, you just find a plane that's shorter, a flight that's shorter.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Well, we hope we had those Nigerians on our flight.
Right, we want a soul plane ride too on the way.
But no, seriously, I would never forget that experience as long as I live. I was mad. I was pissed. I was like, no. If me and you gotta go to battle and hear me and you fight there because I ain't doing this. I gotta go do what I gotta do and get back to Barbados. So what it gonna be? You take your hands off right now.
And then you had a team with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a blessing.
No, but you need to go. You are going to be blessed. You're going to be encouraged, and you are going to be blown. And it's going to be like a humility that you would never ever understand. So you will get to appreciate life and what you have and the simple luxuries of life that we take for granted, like flicking a switch and getting electricity or turning on the faucet and getting fresh water.
Right.
You know, and then you're going to be walking down the streets and see somebody looking just like you.
Right.
Straight.
The kids these days, boy, they can't make it. Period.
Need that.
They can't
Xbox.
make it, man. So soft.
Yeah.
And grateful.
They need some life experiences.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Old Mike
Real.
Titus. Them royalty boys might have to holler at you. Been asking me for the last 8 years about Africa. I've been blowing you off. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all heard me say it on the radio. I'm sorry,
first,
Mike
but
Titus.
let me warn you, there's a bunch of shots you're gonna have to get.
Once again, she just had to say that, didn't she? Okay.
It's gonna be another 8 years.
But with all due respect to your favor, though, because you don't want to come back with nothing that you can't get off of you.
You don't want to come out with nothing you didn't leave
Right.
with.
All right.
Definitely get immunized.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Toni Norville, it's been a pleasure
Absolutely.
Pleasure's all mine.
walking
Yeah,
with you
it's
today.
been awesome.
I
Had a
great
wonderful
It's
interview.
been awesome.
It's very much
Feel like we ain't have enough time.
I know.
No,
Can we
that
get
right.
2 more minutes?
And you know what? Thank you guys for having me. I just want to shout out my pastors.
appreciate you being here.
Aaron Morrison and Glenda Morrison.
Okay,
And I also
okay.
want to say hi to Pastor Kevin Brown with Real
Okay.
Time Ministries. And
Kevin Brown.
I want to say hi to my friends Shemlin.
Oh yeah.
And Edith, you know, and Hugh.
Support 'em.
Holla back, you know. I've got some really good people. Aubrey Padmore, and I just want to bless you guys for just, you know, holding me up. Lord, it's been a long process and road, but God is working it out.
Absolutely.
He's working it out. More to come.
Amen.
Well, I think we're going to get out of here on some of your music, but before we do that, I want you to give them the social media again.
Okay. On social media, Tony Norville, Facebook, Tony Norville on YouTube, Tony Norville Instagram, and yeah, that's it.
Y'all go pick up the music on digital outlets.
Yes.
I believe we got Caribbean Soul.
Caribbean Soul, we've got Rain, and we've got some singles there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some good music, man. And as you can see, she's been singing all day, so she got that in her. So y'all go check Tony Norville out, pick up some of that music. And before we get out of here, I just wanted to say, we love you, and God loves you too. Michael Evan, you got anything you want to close out with?
Hey, man, you know, I think that's about it, man. We're going to take the people out on this good music, man. I want to know what we're going to play going out of here.
See the Light.
Or we might just do a little acapella to get us up out of here.
Oh, really?
She stay ready.
I think we might need an acapella today to get us out of here.
Okay, what do we want to sing?
It's on you. Let the Lord lead you.
See the light. See the light, you're not alone, so keep fighting the good fight. See the light, you're not alone, so keep fighting the good fight. See the light, you're not alone, so keep fighting the good fight. See the light, you're not alone, so keep fighting the good light. See the light.
Hey.
Look,
I thought you were gonna bust into a rap. Come on.
I thought you were gonna bring it back low like you did that down. I like that.
Woo, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure being here.
Absolutely.
God bless you all.
It was a pleasure.
See you all guys another time, and anytime I'm here, you know where to find me.
Absolutely.
Blessings to all of you. Have a great evening.
Aspiring Artist Showcase every Monday, 7 p.m., 108 Praise Radio. 108praiseradio.com.
With them Roach Boys.
With them.
I am here, trapped behind these doors, with shackles on my feet and walls round my heart, wondering why am I here, why this now? This is not the plot, the plan, the scene, the act I chose in the story of me. You said, if I just only trust and know you are my present help in times of troubles and storms, this too shall pass, and I can get up out of this. But in the meantime, and in between time, Lord, I need a friend, somebody who can understand. A friend, somebody take me as I am. A friend, somebody who won't walk by me but see me through this. A friend with a word that will keep me in the smile, that will warm me in the strength, that can get me out of here. Lord, I need a friend. Forgive me in a world I'm haunted by my fears. I know you can dry my tears, filled with disappointments and shame. My heart